Explosive allegations of an affair between two cabinet ministers in Fiji is unravelling. Fiji's Deputy Prime Minister Biman Prasad is staying tight-lipped on allegations of extramarital affairs between the Education and Women's Minister who were on official business in Australia. According to blog site Fiji Leaks, the rendezvous took place during a 3-day ministerial trip in Melbourne organised by the Victorian Parliament. The leaked images show Women's Minister Linda Tambuya allegedly admitting to getting drunk and high on marijuana and shared lewd images with Education Minister Aseri Ranjojo, who was dismissed by Prime Minister Sitiveni Rabuka for an unrelated issue on Friday. Alicia Foon spoke with Deputy Prime Minister Biman Prasad about the allegations, cracks within the coalition, all happening on the backdrop of Fiji's largest drug bust.
The coalition, we've had a very clear understanding right from the beginning, and despite all the rumors of fractures and rifts within the coalition, we have run the government, quite effectively for more than a year already. Of course, in a coalition government, as you know very well in New Zealand, there are always, once you decide to form a government, you elect a prime minister, and the prime minister has certain powers, and there are ways in which the ministers are to behave and do things, and that's how the prime minister has acted, and it remains to be seen, how Sudelpa is going to deal with it. But as far as we are concerned, the coalition agreement is there. There's been a lot of dialogue between the leaders of the three parties, which includes me as well. And so any issues that arise as a result of decisions taken by the Prime Minister and the government as a whole will be dealt with within the coalition agreement and the understanding we have as a three-party government.
Could you directly speak to the allegations that have been not only online, but we've also received evidence in regards to Minister Tabuya and the Minister of Education? Do you have confidence in them?
The Prime Minister, has already made a statement on that, and I don't want to add anything more to it.
Okay. The Prime Minister has yet to comment, so this is new evidence of messages.
Well, I'll leave it to the Prime Minister to make that call, and statement.
Linda has called this, she hasn't directly responded to specific allegations, but she says it is fake news. Do you back her? Do you back these ministers? Where do you stand on this? Because the people of Fiji, as a matter of public interest, are calling for accountability.
Well, as I said, the Prime Minister is the head of the government. And as I said, the Prime Minister had already made a statement. And I'm sure if there is anything new that he has to add on it, he will obviously do that. So I'll leave it to him.
Okay. But are you aware of whether or not the Prime Minister has spoken to these ministers? Is anything happening?
No, I will leave this matter to the Honourable Prime Minister, and I hope you understand that.
The allegations that involved the two cabinet ministers, an extramarital affair that happened whilst on a parliamentary trip last year, and it also involved Linda's admittance of doing drugs. I wanted to give you the opportunity to respond. Would you like to see these ministers resign? Will you be taking these allegations seriously and further, since the Fiji police are investigating?
This is a matter that I'll leave it to the Prime Minister. And as I said to you before, Prime Minister has made a statement, and if it is necessary, I'm sure he will make further statements on it. Thank you.
What do you say about the seizure of methamphetamine and Fiji police's investigation?
Well, when we were in opposition, obviously, we raised this. In fact, you would recall that the NFP in opposition at that time moved a motion for a national inquiry into the drug problem. So as a government, we knew that we already had a problem, and obviously, we had articulated this in Parliament, and now as a government, we are determined to deal with this. The Honourable Minister for Home Affairs, and the different arms of government, police and other stakeholders are determined to address this, very, very serious issue that has been a problem that we knew, which the previous government, of course, turned a blind eye. So as a government, we are taking a very, very strong stand on this issue.
So could we see more busts like this in the future?
Well, I don't know. I mean, the police are obviously onto the job, and I'm very confident that as a government, and our police are working very hard to find out, how these things have ended up in Fiji, and who are the people. So the investigations, I'm sure, will reveal this in the future.